The neighboring countries could have stopped the genocide of Rwanda in 1994. We could not do it because the UN was obstructing us. Uganda, therefore, strongly supports the establishment of the African Capacity for Immediate Response to Crises, ACRIC, which is an African-owned initiative. Our late friend Muammar Gaddafi had his issues. I fought Gaddafi twice because he intervened in our affairs. 1972, because he was supporting Idi Amin. He was saying that Idi Amin is a Muslim and he's supporting a Muslim. Yes, Idi Amin was a Muslim, but an idiot also. Are there no idiot Muslims? There must be some idiot Muslims. So in 1972, Muammar Gaddafi sided with Idi Amin. And we had to fight him. I fought Muammar Gaddafi. 1979, again, he intervened on the side of Idi Amin. We had to fight him again. But in the end, we made peace with Gaddafi. And he had his issues, he had his ideas. Sometimes we would agree with him, sometimes we would not agree with him. Now, when this problem of Libya started, the African Union, with our chairman, who is here now, this gentleman here, they formed a committee of a few of us. I think we were 6. I was one of them. The whole of the African Union gave that committee a mandate to look for a solution for the Libyan problem. Now, on one occasion, I didn't go that time. These excellencies, this one here, Jacob Zuma, and the others, I was not there, but my minister was among them. They entered a plane in Nouakchott, in his place. They were going to Libya to mediate. And they were told by NATO to go back. Yes. Said, you go back. Yes, he's here. If I'm telling lies, I'm not the one who invited him, you're the one who invited him. African presidents on an African mission over African soil were ordered by NATO to go back. That NATO has not allowed them to land in Libya. Now, we call this in Swahili, dharau, contempt. This is contempt. So now you can weigh yourselves now. Your presidents were ordered by NATO. 6 of them, not one. If it was only 7, maybe you could say. Six excellencies, African excellencies, were ordered, go back. Over Africa. Now, these fellows didn't listen to us. They continued. They killed Gaddafi. Now Libya is in tatters. Up to today. And the problem did not only end in Libya, it went into Mali, it has gone now into Chad. The whole area is in flames. Egypt, yes. So now you see where you are. You were weak. Because of your weakness, you are colonized. Fortunately, we survived.
It's my hope that you heard what President Museveni said on the issue of Rwanda genocide. He said Africa or neighboring country was obstructed by UN. On the issue of Libya, also said how those African leaders who are already on plane stopped by Nato. So, but all this is because Africa, we are so weak. For Africa to be strong, always we are talking about the unity. And today, Africa, we are divided into these political parties. Now, I think it is a time for we as Africans to find one of political parties in every country that is very strong, like in the early 1960s, where our founding fathers fought for independence. They have some political parties that are very strong. For instance, if you go to South Africa, you find the ANC. If you go to Zimbabwe, you find ZANU-PF. If you go to Mozambique, you find Frelimo. If you go to Tanganyika, you find the TAN. But currently, these independent political parties have been perpetuated. So we need to reform these political parties. And now there are some people who are sponsoring Africans to start new political parties. And recently we see the political parties such as Economic Freedom Fighter has been growing very fast because people seen like EFF can help their problems, can solve problems. So we need political parties in Africa, not many, few that can stand for the benefit of Africans and can stand for the interest of Africa. That's why I heard one of the ANC regent talking about EFF, that for this situation now, EFF is coming with ideas that Africans need to own our economy.
I say RET, radical, is the policy of the ANC. When people were denying that we have taken such resolutions, so there's nothing to benefit. I've never worked with white monopoly. They've never captured me like they have captured a lot of people. I will, until the last part of my life, years of my life, I will fight for blacks, and I want black unity. I will fight for Africans in particular, because we are in the majority. I will fight that radical economic transformation must happen in our lifetime, and that's why I will support Malema and the others.
You've made that point. Here's the...
A year ago, I sat with President Zuma, and he said, you know, when during the Anglo-Boer War and after the Union of South Africa, whites decided to come together. And they said divide and rule. And since 1994, we formed a lot of parties, When we, black people, are supposed to come together, unite, and actually as a majority run this country, and actually ensure that we have the economy in our hands. A black businessman must deliver bread in Soweto, must deliver bread in the Val, must deliver bread in KwaZulu-Natal. We must own the land, we must own property, we must own mines. And that's how they divided us. And what the DA is actually doing is going to form a lot of many other parties, Action, this one and that one, Goluva, this and that. And then we fall into that trap also. So we need to come together with EFF, we need to come together with Malema, with Kenny Kunensfi, we hate whites. No. I went to jail, I went to exile because I fought for a non-racial, non-sexist, united, prosperous South Africa. And I've seen that note that says RET grouping. There's no RET grouping. Policy of the African National Congress taken in 2017 was about radical economic transformation. And when people were pushing it, pushing radical economic transformation, people started labeling them to say RET group. No, I'm not part of any RET group. I'm one of those people who understood that the resolution policy position we have taken is about radically transforming the economy of South Africa, which must be in the majority in the hands of black people, Africans in particular. I will